was going to be a lawsuit trying to resolve that. I think this whole thing stinks.
I was going to say that I think with the commercial water meters, the commercial water meters was just to get everything on the same system so that it could be read and, is that correct?
This is the low emissions.
So that everything could be read.
That's only part of it. I mean, the whole project was to include any and all kind of water meters that are in the town. And yes, it would be nice to be able to read all the meters the same way, but if we have to go out and read the meters manually, you know, that can be done too. What I have tried to do since I have been sharing this utility debacle is to get this project done and completed the way that it was originated and started out. And part of it is to complete the commercial installation of these meters. Now, if we don't want to spend the money, then we'll go back to doing it manually. And who knows, we may be losing a lot of money, but there may be some commercial meters out there that are not functioning well, specifically even at the school.
But that was the same argument that we were given about the residential meters. It was going to make us more money because the residential meters weren't working. And what happens? We got this software, this hardware, it failed, and then lo and behold, instead of making more money, we lost tons of money to the point where they had to put in place a temporary pass-through of $20 a quarter, which is still on the books years later. I mean, why? My biggest thing is why.
Okay,
That was before, John.
now we're up
No
the
one
subject.
on this council
Yeah.
was involved in this project.
Why are you stepping?
We're only trying to clean it up.
Okay, let's go back to the motion, John. The motion is to introduce and advertise in accordance with the law. Can I have a roll call, Janine?
Mr. Brennan?
No.
Ms. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Diver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico?
Yes.
Mr. Vorbeck?
No.
We have a motion to set the public hearing for February 28, 2011 at 8 p.m. or thereafter.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Any discussion? May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Diver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico?
Yes.
Mr. Vorbeck?
Yes.
Resolution number 27, 2011, authorizing agreement with Borough Attorney John Lane. May I have a motion, please?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call?
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Diver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico?
Yes.
Mr. Vorbeck?
Yes.
Resolution 28, 2011, and authorizing agreement with the Borough Engineer, Leon Avakian. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call?
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Diver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico?
Yes.
Mr. Vorbeck?
Yes.
Resolution 29, 2011, authorizing an agreement with the Borough Bond Council, Dilworth Paxson LLC. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call?
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Diver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico?
Yes.
Mr. Vorbeck?
Yes.
Resolution number 30, 2011, and authorizing agreement with the alternate prosecutor, James D. Carton IV. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call?
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia?
Yes.
Mr. Diver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico?
Yes.
Mr. Vorbeck?
Yes.
Resolution number 31, 2011, appointing the Borough Labor Council, Lamar, Davison, Eastman, and Munoz, PA. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
Yes. Do we have any alternatives? I mean, who else is, this is supposed to be an open process, or really one attorney coming forward from all of New Jersey?
I don't think the open process was used in this.
No.
I have
In the state of New Jersey, we have a lot of lawyers, right?
Too many.
We've got a few in this room, right? We only have one to choose from, that's my objection.
My objection is that members of this current council got to this dais by running campaigns talking about cronyism And this law firm, it should be pointed out, is the law firm where Mr. Gary McLean, former council member of the Republican Party in this town, is a partner. And I think this smacks of cronyism.
Do you have any cronies anywhere?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, okay, I can think of a few.
Any other discussion? May I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Brennan,
No.
Ms. Cynthia,
Yes.
Mr. Diver,
Yes.
Ms. King,
Yes.
Mr. Mechanical,
Yes.
Mr. Borba,
No.
Resolution number 32, 2011, authorizing agreement with the Public Defender Charles F. Shaw III. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that motion.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call?
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia,
Yes.
Mr. Diver,
Yes.
Ms. King,
Yes.
Mr. Mechanical,
Yes.
Mr. Borba.
Yes.
Resolution number 33, 2011, and authorizing agreement with the alternate public defender, Donald K. Greer Jr. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? May I have a roll call?
Mr. Brennan,
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia,
Yes.
Mr. Diver,
Yes.
Ms. King,
Yes.
Mr. Mechanical,
Yes.
Mr. Borba.
Yes.
Resolution number 34, 2011 is a mayoral appointment to the planning board. We're making Carlos Santos go from alternate to a full-time member, and that's just to memorialize it. Resolution number 35, 2011, an authorizing agreement, animal control muskrat mark. May I have a motion, please?
I'll make that.
Got a second?
Are we out of line?
I think we're out of sequence.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're out of sequence?
Mayoral appointments for planning board.
I did that.
It's just her appointment, just a more.
It's just an appointment.
Oh.
You don't have to vote on it. We're up to muskrat mark. Okay? You two catching up?
So far.
Okay.
Seems like we've appointed a lot of lawyers.
I know. Muskrat Mark, may I have a motion, please?
I make a motion.
Okay, did I have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion on Muskrat Mark?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you first.
Go ahead.
Ladies first.
Dave Petrikin talked to me at great length about this just yesterday. And his request is, even though I understand that you have checked into some other things, that we table this issue because he says that this particular person is not available during most of the daytime hours because he works.
I know.
And it's
Janine
presenting a great
looked
deal of
into the
problem.
other ones because this has been a problem. And he is the cheapest that we can get. Janine, you looked into,
The SPCA does not do
right.
pickup
Right.
at all. And Associated Humane, I want to say their contract was in excess of like $10,000.
Well,
Have to
the
come
thing
down.
that I find interesting is that Spring Lake has a different person than Muskrat Mark. As a matter of fact, he used to do the work for them, and he no longer does it there either. I wonder if we could check in to see who they
I
use.
thought they had the Humane Society, which
I don't know.
I think they do.
We never officially got that.
Yeah,
part.
we'll
I
look
think
into
I
that,
think
but,
they-
Because Dave really doesn't want this to go forward tonight if it's not possible.
well, nobody wants it to go, I mean, it's a difficult situation because an animal is hurt and it could just be there for a long time and often our police seem to take care of it.
Right.
Because he's working, but we didn't see any other alternative. And I thought Spring Lake used the Humane Society,
Me too.
and that's like $10,000 a year.
It was
Wow.
in excess of that.
And this is much cheaper, that's why we,
Is this fellow in relation to Muskrat Jack?
He took over his